In the shadows of civilization lie monuments to humanity's darkest impulses, prisons that transcend mere punishment to become legends of horror. Today, we venture into 5 of the world's most terrifying penitentiaries, where the line between justice and torture blurs beyond recognition. La Santé Prison, Paris, a Gothic nightmare whose very stones seem to weep with centuries of suffering. In the winter of 1997, this French institution became the stage for the infamous Crimson Uprising. When the ancient heating system failed during a particularly brutal cold snap, the medieval-style cells transformed into freezing tombs. Led by a mysterious figure known only as Le Fantôme, inmates tore apart their metal beds to forge crude weapons. What followed was 3 days of unprecedented savagery, with prisoners seizing entire cell blocks and engaging in brutal combat that painted the pristine walls crimson. Only when French special forces deployed tear gas in sub-zero temperatures did the chaos finally end, leaving behind ice-covered corridors filled with broken spirits. The Bangkok Hilton, Thailand's infamous Bangkok Central Prison, earned its reputation through sheer brutality. The summer of 2003 saw the facility descend into what inmates called the month of eternal darkness. A perfect storm of catastrophes, power failures, corruption scandals, and a devastating cholera outbreak transformed the overcrowded prison into a concrete inferno. With temperatures soaring in the Thai heat and no functioning air conditioning, cells became death traps. Guards reported scenes of unimaginable horror as prisoners, many of them foreigners caught in Thailand's merciless drug laws, succumbed to heat, disease, and madness. When international observers finally gained access, they discovered cells decorated with disturbing artwork created from bodily fluids, telling stories too horrific to repeat. Deep in the Siberian wasteland stands Black Dolphin Prison, Russia's answer to containing its most dangerous criminals. Named for the dark statue guarding its entrance, this facility perfected the art of psychological torture. Here, prisoners exist in a state of perpetual disorientation, forced to walk bent double while blindfolded, never allowed to learn the facility's layout. This constant sensory deprivation leads to what psychiatrists termed the Dolphin effect. A complete dissolution of spatial awareness that leaves inmates feeling like ghosts in their own bodies. During the brutal winter of 2012, when temperatures plunged to -60°C, prisoners' breath froze instantly on cell walls, creating ethereal ice patterns that many inmates believed contained messages from the outside world. San Pedro Prison in Bolivia defies traditional concepts of incarceration. Operating as a self-governing community, inmates must purchase their cells and establish their own social hierarchy. The 2009 Festival of the Damned marked its darkest chapter, when religious celebrations devolved into chaos as rival gangs seized control. The prison's internal economy collapsed, spawning a bizarre parallel society, complete with its own currency, stock market trading in contraband, and political campaigns that often ended in assassination. Even today, the shadow systems established during this period continue to operate beneath the surface. Finally, we arrive at ADX Florence, America's supermax facility in Colorado. Unlike its brutal counterparts, this prison represents the clinical precision of modern incarceration. Its most notorious section, Range 13, subjects inmates to near total isolation for 23 hours daily. In 2015, the White Room Protocol incident exposed prisoners to constant artificial light and white noise for 72 hours straight, maintaining a precise temperature of 68 degrees Fahrenheit. This engineered environment produced what psychologists called synthetic consciousness, where inmates lost all grasp of reality. Some emerged speaking in palindromes, while others displayed inexplicable mathematical abilities. Each of these institutions represents a different facet of human cruelty, from medieval brutality to technological sophistication. They serve as dark mirrors, reflecting our evolution in the art of punishment. While some justify their existence as necessary deterrents, others view them as evidence of our failure as a civilized society. The most chilling aspect isn't the physical conditions or even the psychological torture. It's the realization that these places continue to operate today, hidden behind bureaucratic paperwork and official justifications. They remind us that sometimes the most terrifying monsters aren't the ones behind bars, but those who design and maintain these concrete nightmares. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below.